My name is Linda. I'm the founder of Linda Here Recruitment, and today I'm fortunate to be with the lovely students at the University of the Arts, and they are BSc Honours students with Spa Management. And they've given me some questions to ask, so I'm going to answer the first question, and it's from Catherine. And Catherine has said, what is the quality most employers are looking for when they are recruiting? And that is a great question. And you know what it is? It's attitude. Employers want somebody that has a great attitude, somebody that's hardworking, somebody that's going to go the extra mile for their clients. And attitude isn't something that you can teach. Okay, it's something that you have inside you, and therefore it's important to choose a job that's going to excite you, that you're going to be passionate about. Because if you're not passionate about that job, it's very, very hard to have a positive attitude and to go to work in the morning. And you're always going to have that Sunday feeling. You know that Sunday feeling that I'm talking about? You think, Monday again. Okay. You don't want the Sunday feeling. So be careful what you choose with job-wise, because you want to go in on a Monday morning and you want to feel positive about making a difference and helping clients and changing somebody's life. And I think in this industry that we're in, we're very, very fortunate that we can make a difference to somebody's life. Okay. Have you ever done a treatment on somebody and they go, oh my gosh, that was amazing? Or if you've been in a spa environment and somebody's just gone above and beyond, and you think, wow, that's really set you apart. Okay. And if you have the right attitude, you want to do that every time. Okay. But only because it's the right job for you. Otherwise, you're always going to have the Sunday feeling, and it's not going to be great going into work, and you're not going to last the distance. So choose carefully the job, and also say to yourself, I'm going to give it my best shot. I'm going to delight every single customer that comes in, and I'm going to treat each and every one like a VIP. Okay, because that's when you make a difference. Okay, does that answer your question, Catherine? Okay, right. Next one is Izzy. Izzy asks, what is the best thing to wear to an interview that isn't a trade test? Great question. Okay, you want to look smart. Okay, and a little tip I'm going to give you. Always dress for the job you aspire to have. Okay, so if the job is that you aspire to have is to be a spa manager or a spa director, then you want to be putting on the beautiful suit. You want to be putting on the crisp shirt, okay? You want to look super professional, your hair looking smart, your shoes clean and looking smart. You want to present yourself in the best possible way. So always think, what is the position I aspire to have, and dress according to that. Okay, thank you, Izzy, for asking that question. The next one is Lucy. Lucy says, what should I include in my covering letter? Isn't it just expanding on my CV? The covering letter is saying what role you are applying for, okay? And often, especially the big hotel groups, they have lots of jobs on the go. So you want to make it easy for them. You want to say, this is me, and I've seen your ad, and I would like to apply for this position. And the reason why I think I'd be a great candidate is for this and this reason. Okay, so always make it easy for somebody, especially if they're getting a lot of CVs. You want yours to stand out, okay? So you want your CV to be consistent, you want it to be concise, and you want in your covering letter to make it clear who you are and what are you looking for, okay? And also, you want to make it easy for them to contact you. There's nothing worse than trawling through somebody's CV trying to look for their contact details. Okay, make it easy for them to see, have it where it's very, very visible for them so they can pick up the phone or they can send you an email. Okay, and we're going to go to Suraya. Name some good interview techniques. You know what is my top tip? You've got to be yourself. Okay, you've got to be yourself and you've got to be honest. There's no point in pretending you're something that you're not. You're not going to be happy in that role, okay? You've got to be the best version of yourself, of course, but you've got to be yourself, Okay, you've got to make the most of yourself when you go for the interview, but if they ask you a question, answer it honestly. Okay, there's no point to try and tell a fib or to stretch the truth a bit. Okay, it is how it is. And at this point in time, if you're lacking in experience, you can make up for it in attitude. You can make up for it and say, I'm going to go the extra mile. I'm prepared to work evenings. I'm going to be prepared to work weekends. I don't mind, because this is just the start of my career. And I know there's lots of opportunities, to make the biggest salary and to progress. Sometimes I think we're in such a hurry to be a success. Okay? And the most people, if you look at them, there's no such thing as an overnight success. And if you look at these what we perceive as successful people, it's probably taken them 10 years to get there. There's no such thing as overnight success. It takes a lot of hard work and it takes a lot of dedication. Okay. But if you love what you do, you want to do it. Okay, you want to do it because you want to make a difference. Okay, so for the interview technique, go in, be the best version of yourself, but be you and be honest. Okay. The next one is going to be Ellie. How can I make it clear from that I want to progress within the company? Thank you for asking this question. There's a fine line between telling the person interviewing you that you want to progress and giving the impression that you actually don't want this job because you're already looking after the next job. Okay, I've seen it so many times where people go for the interview and they're almost kind of hinting to the person interviewing them that they actually want their job. Now, that could be your long-term goal, to get that person's job, but if you are talking too much about progression, you're not going to get that job, because they're going to think, you know what, she doesn't really want this one. Okay, so be very mindful. You've got to say to them that you want to work hard and you want to progress within the company, but you've got to be very, very mindful not to be disinterested in the job that you are applying for. Okay. Right, and the next one is going to be from Nicola. What is the best way to try and pursue an international career? And I think with the international career, you've got to approach the company. So there's a few routes to go. You can either approach the hotel groups directly, or you can work through an agent to say, I'm looking just at international opportunities and can you bear me in mind when anything becomes available? Or you perhaps, you think, okay, I want to go down the route of working on the cruise line ships, because then you get different opportunities to do the contracts, and you are exposed to a variety of different people and also about different countries. And if you choose the route of the cruise ships, you've got to be mindful that you are going to learn a lot, and it's also a huge part of it is going to be about selling. And that's one thing a lot of people forget, is that we're running a business and it is about selling. Okay, it's whether you're selling the service or you're selling a product. And I meet a lot of people in our industry that go, but I'm not very good at selling. Okay, if you're not very good at selling, you've got to make it your job to become better at it. Okay, because you want to tell the person, you've got to come back for another treatment, right? It's like doing exercise. One session with a personal trainer is going to be great, but you're not going to see a remarkable difference, okay, or remarkable results. They've got to come back. Now, the same if you are offering skincare to clients, or your therapists are offering skincare to clients. One treatment, great. But ideally, they should be using the products to see remarkable results or come back for more treatments to maintain the results. Okay, so it's about consistency and it is about selling the products. But if you're working with a company that you're proud of, right, you want to tell the clients about the wonderful treatments on offer. You want to tell them about the wonderful services that you have at the facility where you work, because you're proud to be there, and you're also thinking about your client and that the end result that they want. And that's where it's very important to find out from the client, what do they want? Because you might be looking at them and think, I think you need X, Y, and Z. but you don't know for sure. You have to ask them, what are you looking to achieve, and how can I help you to achieve that? Or how can my staff help you to achieve that? It's only then that you are going to create a lifetime client where they're going to come back, because they know, you know what, if I go there, Linda really cares. You know, I've told her what I want to achieve and she's going to help me to get there. How fantastic is that? Why would I not go back? Right? That's how you get client loyalty. When your the purpose is aligned, their goals and what you are trying to give them, it's aligned. And that's how you're going to create the client loyalty, because they're happy to come back because you're helping them achieve their results. Okay, and also think about selling. She's maybe coming for one thing, but you know there's something else he or she could benefit from. You tell them about it. Say, I want to tell you about this amazing new treatment that we're offering. You know, I think you'd absolutely love it, and this is the results that we're getting. Okay, and so it's selling, but it's integrity selling. So not selling for selling's sake, but selling something that's going to deliver a result for your client. Okay. Does that answer your question? Okay. And the final one is it Lily? Okay. Thank you, Lily. How's the spa industry market in London? Another great question. And it's extremely competitive. Okay. And what sets one company apart from the other one is the customer service. And you, whether you're working in a hands-on role or you're working in a management role, it all comes down to one thing, and it's the customer journey. It's the customer experience. It doesn't matter how beautiful the place is. A customer's not going to come back if you don't treat them nicely, if you don't treat them well. Okay? It's down to you, and it's down to you if you're managing your staff to ensure they treat the customer in such a way that they want to come back and they want to tell all their friends about how wonderful it is. And honestly, it doesn't matter how beautiful, how stunning it is. It means absolutely nothing if the person you're dealing with is not making you feel special. So it's competitive, and you've got to bear in mind it comes down to customer service and how you make people feel, because that is what they remember, how you made them feel. Okay. Thank you very much for your questions today. They were all fantastic. And I think the questions that we've asked, it's helped all of us learn more about the industry and how it all fits together and how we can make a positive contribution and make the industry a better place and ultimately serve the clients better. Okay, thank you.